We're here with Rabbi Joshua Grunberg. Rabbi Grunberg is a rabbi in Philadelphia. He's one of 600 rabbis who have made it to AIPAC today. Thanks very much for joining us. So first of all, could you give us any reaction to either all the speeches that have gone on today? John McCain, we had John Kerry.
So I think, look, I think one of the nice common things that you see in the speeches is a retelling of the strength and the importance of the relationship between the United States and Israel. Whether it's a Democrat or a Republican, each speaker who comes up to speak seems to stress and emphasize the fact that the United States and Israel have this historic relationship, a relationship that benefits both parties, that both a symbiotic, reciprocal relationship. And so above all partisan politics, to be able to hear that as an American Jew, to hear that America believes, that the leaders of America believe in that relationship and it's important to them, that to me is the most important thing that I can hear.
And what's been your highlight so far during the past 2 days?
My highlight. So I this afternoon, one of the speakers was I think his name is Yaakov Vardy. He spoke about how his son and a friend started basically an instant messaging company, and that he gave them a couple $1,000s to start. Yada yada yada. Long story short, it gets sold for millions and millions of dollars, and to me, that's the Israel story. When you see success stories,
there was today that the emphasis I sort of caught on today was the idea of Israel as a force for good,
yes,
as an Or LaGoyim.
Right.
Is that something which, in your community, for example, you stress?
Yes. Well, I mean, because I think that's an eternal message, that Israel is a light unto the nations, that you look at, despite all of the strife and conflict, you look at everything that comes out of Israel, the technology and all that they're able to do and all that they're able to achieve. That to me is the essential Israeli culture, a culture of achievement, a culture of rising above, obstacles that would make other countries run and scream. And that, I think, also is a universal message for all lovers of Israel.
Great. And just one last question. Has it been meeting so many other religious leaders, Jewish and non-Jewish as well?
It's great. I mean, if you think about it, first of all, just from a Jewish perspective, AIPAC is one of the few times during the year where rabbis from all different strains of Judaism, Reform, Reconstructionist, Conservative, Orthodox are here together. And to be able to also be here with Christian colleagues who also genuinely have a profound love for Israel is a very inspiring thing.
Thanks very much.